Imagine generating unlimited UGC style video without a need of filming, freelancer, nothing, just pure AI automation. Brand need UGC content constantly, but creators are expensive and slow. So I built a system that does everything for you automatically. I will show you exactly how this workflow works and how you can scale it to 50 plus UGC videos per day. I'm Sohail Jaffrey and I build AI system for creator and agency, and let's get straight into it. So let me first give you a quick demo of how this works. Okay, so I have this Google sheet where I have listed the name of product, then a product photo, then the target audience for this particular product, then how I want the ad should be or product should be, then the video information, a young woman in her mid-20s holding can in the car, everything I have mentioned in the video instruction. Then there's a status. By default it will stay in pending when you create new videos, and then there is a UGC video which has a link. And this is how it
I love how Ignis gives me this clean, steady energy, no crash, zero sugar. Berry Blitz actually tastes fresh and keeps me locked in for my workout.
So this is the video which it generated, and let's get into the workflow, and I will show you how you can build this entire setup for yourself in this video. So first we will go to our N10. You could use N10 self-hosted or N10 cloud, doesn't matter. So this is the workflow. I will give you a gist of workflow and then we will start building node by node. Okay. So first you have a schedule node which will run every every day at midnight. Then it will pull all the pending videos from a Google Sheet. Then it will create an enhanced image of our product using Nanobanana. Then after that, this part is for the image generation. Then it will create that image in base 64, then convert that file for downloading. Then once the image is downloaded, ChatGPT will analyze how the image is. Then we have VO3 prompt, which will generate a prompt for our VO3 model, which is from Kia API. Then we will send a request to Key API to generate a video, and we will constantly check after a few minutes whether the video is generated or not. Once the video is generated, we will simply save the video in Google Sheet. This is very simple workflow, and let's start building this. Alright, so we are into our N10 environment. I have set the name of the project, that is AI UGC video automation. First you need to schedule your first node, so I will have trigger manually at this point. Then afterwards I will have a schedule trigger here. Then you have to click one more node and select Google Sheet. Then you have to get rows in sheet. So let's select the document we want from the document list. For this we will be using N10 dash UGC UGC video ad automation. Then I have to select which sheet I need the data from. It is sheet 1. You can name the sheet whatever you want. Okay, then I will add a filter because I need all the automation, which is all the UGC video which are not completed yet. So let me open the sheet directly. So I have opened the Google Sheet again to show you a real scenario. Okay, we will take a product, we will add it here. I will name it 6 and let's do a perfume. Let's go search for a perfume. Let's say Tom Ford, tobacco vanilla. We will take product name and description from here. Okay, so I have added a new product, tobacco vanilla EDP from Tom Ford. I have uploaded the image at ImageBB. This is the image, and I have pasted its URL here. Then I have asked ChatGPT to compose me video setting, target audience, and product description. All right, and I have pasted it here. Okay, I also given the initial in an energy drink example to get me the description I needed for the perfume. Okay, now I have set it pending, and we will use this as our sample for building this automation. Okay, then I will select status, and I need status of pending, and I will just execute this node to see what we get. Okay, so we have got this tobacco vanilla EDP. Perfect. Now we will add a chat GPT node. For that you could use OpenRouter as well as OpenAI model. First you need to select AI agent. You have to search AI agent. Then you have to change this part to defined below. Then I will set this thing user prompt as a target audience from previous node as well as product description and video description. Then I will add a system prompt here, system message, and I will just copy paste my message from previous. I hope you can see this. Yeah. Okay. So I have defined this. I will close this. Now you have to select which model you want to connect it. So I will use OpenRouter because it gives me flexibility to choose different models from different provider. I can use ChatGPT model, I can use Cloud model, depending on my what I'm fancy right now. For this example, I will be using 4.1 mini because it's cheaper and consistently give good results. Now we need to connect a HTTP node which will make a call to OpenRouter. For this particular call, we will be using 2.5 flash image model. You can't directly access this using OpenRouter node in anytime. You have to use a HTTP call. Then this model needs to be used here via this send chat completion request. I will copy this curl request, get back here and say import from curl URL and click import. Then I have to set authentication. For that I will use generic credential type. Then I will select what kind of credential I would like to have. I will select header auth. Then I will select the provider. Provider will be okay. There is no option to select provider. Let me see what we are using. Oh, it's via credential type, predefined credential, and it will be OpenRouter. Yep, OpenRouter. You have to select predefined credential type, then OpenRouter. If you does not have OpenRouter credential, you have to add a new route credential like by clicking create new credential. Okay, you have to provide the API key here, which you can get from OpenRouter API page. All right, I will close this part. Authentication is set for this particular HTTP node. Then I will delete this part because we have added authentication here and this is secure. Even if you share your workflow, your authentication or your API key won't be shared this way. Then I will get down here and I will copy the part which I have already made. Okay, so this particular model requires a prompt, what kind of image it needs to generate, also a sample image which we have already uploaded in Google Sheet. Okay, get pending videos. Let me rename the node. It will be get pending videos. It will be an expression. Okay, okay, now it is connected. It is also connected. Let me execute this step. Until this is executing, I will rename this part. It will be image prompt. Okay, please check parameter. Okay, fail to extract image. Okay, can we see what kind of information we send? Okay, with the information ImageBB. Okay, it's not a valid image because it's a URL. So I will copy this and say open in new tab. So now you have a .png image URL and I will update this part here. All right, now let's execute this again. And okay, it needs to refetch everything. Done. Now it will work, and until this is working, we will add few more nodes. It won't be base64, it will be a set node. Set fields. The node name cut. The node name will be set base64. It will be via manual mapping this. Then I will click add field and I will say base. Base is basically short form for base64. Then I will proceed because this part will require another step before it is completed, that is get new image URL. All right, now since this image prompt and this part has given us new image, we need to upload that image somewhere. For that we will be again using HTTP node and we will upload our image to ImageBB. So for that we will use ImageBB /1/upload, and we will use the post call. Then we will have a authentication via generic credential type. Authentication generic auth type will be a query authentication. You have to, this is the last part, query authentication. Then you have to select the auth. You can add new via this, where you have to provide name. Name will be whatever provided here. I have to check exactly what it is, but no, I will show you my current one, that is key. The key is the name of the property, and then you provide your actual key here. Okay, once that is added, you need to do form data send body. It will won't be JSON, it will be form body. Then you have to add value. Value will be image, and it will be n binary file. That's why we did base 64 in previous step, and it will be a data. Now we will execute this step. Okay, the operation expect node input contain binary data, but none was found. Okay, let's see what was okay, I have found the issue. You need to add a new node, that is convert file, and you have to select move base 64 string to file. Then you have to provide data, that will be base, and execute this step. Now you have got binary data here. Now this binary data will be sent to ImageBB upload URL. We will execute this. This will work. Okay, we have uploaded the image in ImageBB for service. Now we will use a OpenAI service to identify our image. For this we will use analyze image, and then we will use a model 4o latest. Then the text input will be describe the image, describe the environment, and the human who is in focus of the image, as well as the human is holding. Okay, everything will be described by the image, and data will with this particular image which is uploaded on ImageBB. All right, now the image generation part and image analyzation part is completed. So let me rearrange this part. This is our image generation and analyzation. Now we will move on to video generation part. For that, again I will use an AI agent, and I will move this below, and I will rename this to video agent. For previous one was image prompt. Okay, it will be video prompt. All right, for this we will use the information we have received from Google Sheet here. Then we will add a system message. System message will be something like this, that you are a system prompt template UGC selfie video creation 8-second video, because you have a limit of 10 seconds, so we are keeping 1 second short. You are an expert UGC video creator. Your task is to generate a prompt for Veo 3, specifically Veo 3 we are using. Then let's move to another part, and we can use same ChatGPT model 4.1. Then we will move forward and use another HTTP call to actually generate the video. Since we have image, we have video prompt. Now let's generate the video. For that we will use key API. I don't know I'm spelling it right or not. It's key API login. Once login, you will have to get API credential from key API, and you can find that in API key. Okay, you have to copy this API. Then I will show you the further instruction how you can configure the call. You have to select post call. Then you have to use this particular URL, API/v1/veo/generate, this specific one. It took me a time to find which particular API was for the Veo 3. Okay, then you have to set authentication via generic type. It will be header token, and I have the key API set up here, and as far as I know it is bearer token, but you should again check in the documentation what they have used. I made a quick Google search and I find the exact page we needed, and the authentication is typed by a bearer token. So you have to type bearer space then your token. All right, the authentication is set for key API. Now you have to set your body. Now body will be via JSON, and I will just copy paste the entire thing, and I will show you what I have done. So we have taken prompt from our video generation prompt AI. Then we have provided image URL. Let me rename our node for that. That is get new image URL, and this is the node get image new URL. Okay. Then we have given it a prompt and an image, and we have used VO3 fast, and we expect the video ratio to be 9:16 and enable transition true yes. All right. Then it takes the request, but it takes time to generate that particular video. For that, to cater that problem, we need to implement a small pooling mechanism. What pooling mechanism is? Pooling is basically you check whether the task is completed in an interval. After each 2 minutes, you will check, okay, task is completed or not. When it is completed, you exit the loop. All right. Let's implement that. To implement pooling, we will add a wait node first of all, because it takes roughly 2 minutes to generate anything via VO3. So I will say 2 minutes. I will say wait 2 min. But sometimes it happens video is not generated even after 2 minutes. So then we will add a get info node, that is HTTP call again. And here you can see in key API, you can even check video details. So if the video is not generated, you will get null. All right. So that is our check condition there. I will rename this code get VO video, and I will rename this also to VO video. All right. Let's move. Then I will check for the response. If we have received a response or not, and we will simply use a boolean condition exist, and it will be expression again. Yeah. And I will check if response. If response is there, we will proceed and save everything into Google Drive. My bad, Google Sheet. I will simply select sheet. Then I will select update row node. Then I will use ndan/UGC. Then from sheet, sheet will be sheet 1, and then I will select match on the non, that is number. Yep. And what we need to update is particularly status in the video, so we will delete everything else. All right. The status will be completed, and the video will be the URL of the video. But since we haven't received that, we need to run the loop. But I know what is the expression for that, so I will save it directly, and as well as this part get pending videos. I hope the name is right. Yeah, get pending videos. But the pooling mechanism is not still set. This is the final thing. So we will set the pooling mechanism now. So even after 2 minutes, what we will do, we will make a check whether it's an error or not, because sometimes key API does throw you error where, for example, your API credential has ran off. So you will get a 400 error, anything above 400. So we need to check, because even if we get a response, it should be a positive response, not a negative response. So I will add another if condition, and I will name it if error. What is the criteria of error? Okay, I will say a number is greater than or equal to 400. Anything above 400 is a error in APIs, right? I will set this here. If it's not an error, we will again wait for 2 minutes. If it's an error, I will throw error. Okay, and you can configure what message you want. I will simply say error in video gen. And now you need to have an error handler as well. For that, you can do a simple listener to error. Search error trigger. It's an independent thing, so you do not need to connect it to anything. But what it does after you get an error, you simply Gmail yourself there is an error in your automation, or whatever you want to use. You can use any logging mechanism you want. I'm simply going to mail myself that there is an error in the workflow, please check and resolve. So that for that you need to set a email address whom you need to send this. I will, and subject error in AI UGC video automation and other part as well. Okay, and you can test this part. You don't have to get an error exactly. You can simply do a test event and you get the response, right? Error, example error message, please check workflow. You get the workflow URL and everything. Okay, now the pooling mechanism is also set, and I guess we got an error here. So yeah, we haven't set up our get video thing. So it's a get call, and it's to key API vo/record info, and we will set again authentication via header auth via generic type header auth, and it will be key API. And then you have to send query params because it's via query, not via body. And okay, one more thing, you cannot send body in get request. That's one more thing about HTTP calls. So it will be, data will be JSON data.task ID. Based on your task ID, we will check the task is completed or not. If the task is completed, you will get a response. If not, you will get a null. You won't get anything. Okay, let's execute in the entire flow. It will take some time, so we can wait. By the way, a quick update, the if response to check the responses we have got or not will be a object exist type, not a boolean, because I got an error and I'm just informing you. It will be object exist, and the workflow is working, and it is taking 2 minutes more to rerun this particular node. And when this is completed, I will come back and show what the result is. Alright, so it has executed the final part and we shall be receiving the video. I'll reload this sheet. Okay, it is not. Let's see what happened. Okay, we set it to complete. Okay, this part is not even executed. Let me click execute, and yeah, we have saved everything in sheet, and you can see we have the new video. Let's see how it looks. I don't know about the audio. Will you be able to listen or not? Yep.
I love how the warm tobacco and vanilla make me feel confident and cozy. It's perfect for evenings.
Did you saw that part? That was legit good. I couldn't tell if it was a AI or not. That is the power of this automation. So if you like this video, give me a like. If you have any feedback for me, mention them in the comments and I will definitely implement on those comments. Also, I have shared the free guide of this entire automation along with the code, prompt and everything in the description. Do check them out. Also, if you want to learn more such automation and have a one-on-one call with me, join my Skool community and I will personally mentor you to build such automation. With that, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.